Hey everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see from the title of today's video, this video is going to be kind of a deep one. But before we get started with today's video, I would just like to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, PetCube. PetCube has so many amazing products on their website, but the one that I'm going to show you guys today is the PetCube Bites 2 Lite camera. So the reason I am showing this to you is because it's a camera that also has a treat dispenser included into the machine, and I am obsessed with it. I have been non-stop like throwing treats at my dogs with this thing since I've installed it, and I am loving it so much. It is so entertaining. So as you can see, here is the box that it came in. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the camera itself, and I'm going to show you guys some clips of my dogs catching the treats from this treat dispenser. And it's just really nice to have because I am actually planning on building a little dog area in my house, and I would absolutely love to have this in my dog area. So like I said, this is a pet camera with a treat dispenser hooked into it, and you can see, talk to, fling treats, and reward your pet to enhance training and prevent anxious behavior. You can watch your pet live with a sharp 1080p HD video, night vision, get full room coverage with a 160-degree view, and if you want to see little details, you can see up close with up to 8 times digital zoom. You can say hello, soothe your pet, and prevent destructive behavior. Bites 2 Lite provides a natural, lifelike sound for your pet to recognize your voice. And I do have to really agree with that. The way that the audio comes out of the camera is really, really nice and relaxing, and it's not really in your face where it would scare your pet when you talk through it. Now, my favorite part is that you can toss treats remotely from your phone and control the amount of treats and the distance. So I hooked my camera up to the PetCube app, which I'm really enjoying. I was able to put my 2 dogs into the app, and then when you press play, you will be able to see the footage of the room. As you can see, I'm in here right now filming. You can listen to your dogs, you can talk to your dogs, and as you can see, this little bone button right here can make it where you can actually throw the treat out. And it just threw one out onto the floor, but my dogs are sleeping, so they're not paying attention. So I'm just gonna give this to Mochi down here. And you can control how far the treat flies out. You can control how many come out. And it's just a really, really fun time. I do have a dog with anxiety, and she normally does pretty well out of the room with me since I've been training her since as a puppy. But it is really nice to be able to have this camera now to be able to watch my dogs when I am not home or when I'm not in the room, to see kind of how they act without me, and if they're doing well, then I can reward them with a treat. You can also catch all of their best moments on camera and save them into their cloud. So they have PetCube Care that you can sign up for, where it saves all of the video recordings, and also the app does let you know if your dog is barking or if there's any loud noises. It does give you notifications that you can turn on just in case you want to check and see why your dog is barking. That's a really, really nice option to have, especially when you're not home, just to make sure that they're safe and everything is fine. So truly, I actually really, really enjoy this camera, and once again, I'm so excited to hang it up and put it in my little dog area that I'm going to be building in my house. I think it'll be a perfect addition for that area, and I'm so excited to be able to reward my dogs with treats when I'm not home, and also see and speak to them, because I am someone who loves being able to watch my house when I'm not home, because you never know what can happen when you're not there, and knowing that my dogs are safe and healthy and happy is all that matters to me. So I am really, really enjoying this camera. So if you guys want to get one for yourself, I will have a link for their website down below and for this camera down below. And if you want to use the code AlyssaNPets, you can get 5% off your order. So if you want to get a 5% discount on your order at PetCube, then I will have that link down below. Make sure to use that code AlyssaNPets. But thank you so much, PetCube, for sponsoring this video, and let's just get right into it. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, and also I did a live on YouTube, there is a sick pig that I am going to be rescuing tomorrow. Now, I originally wasn't supposed to take him in until a couple days from now. The pet store that he's currently at is like refusing to take him to the vet like he should be. They agreed to adopt him out to me earlier than later so I can get him seen by my vet. If you are new here, you don't even know the whole story, so I'm just gonna kind of go over a little brief summary of what's going on. So if you're here to, you know, call me a hoarder saying you're getting more animals, blah, 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 I'm not. This is definitely a like foster situation situation that I'm going to be fostering and eventually finding this pig a home. But let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So I have a friend who works at a corporate pet store. I'm not going to say the name of the corporate pet store for legality reasons, but it starts with a P and it ends with a T. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And this is actually the same girl who gave me Kevin and Dale. So I used to work with her. She's a really great person, and she tries to do the best that she can at the pet store that she works at to keep animals in the best care that they can possibly be in. As many of us know, the pet stores out there, the corporate pet stores out there, aren't very amazing when it comes to their live animals, and they don't tend to take care of them like they should. So they have a pig named Ricky who they have had, I believe, since November, and there could be some things that I'm off about the story. This is just things that I have been told, but he has been there since November and he has been sick since November. He has been to the vet on and off, multiple different vets since November for chronic upper respiratory infections. And there has been many things that the vets have been recommending that the pet store do to make him better, and they will not allow the workers or allow the pig to get better like he should. And I don't want to say all these things to make it look like the workers of the store are like bad people, because I know that they're not. They're actually really trying to get him better, but the corporation management is not letting them give him the proper cage and everything that he needs. And he has been living in a plastic bin that is like tucked into a little like isolation section, but he's basically being enclosed into like a shelf bin, and then they're confused on why he's not getting better. There's definitely cases where there are pigs who have chronic upper respiratory infections and they can never get, healed from it, and they do eventually die from it. But this pig has not had the opportunity to thrive, and they were planning on euthanizing him this week. So as a last ditch effort, my friend messaged me and asked me if I could take him in and try to get him healthy and find him a better home, because she says that he's like incredibly sweet and she doesn't want him to get euthanized because she doesn't think that he needs to be euthanized, and I totally agree. So this was a situation that I felt like I kind of needed to do, because I either take him in or he gets euthanized. Obviously, as an animal lover and someone who wants to work in rescue, I'm going to take the pig in, like no matter what. So as many of you guys know, I did make a GoFundMe for him. You guys donated, we met the goal, we actually exceeded the goal, and it has helped so much. So as you guys can see all these packages behind me, this is all the stuff that I bought for the pig, and his name is Ricky, to have on hand ready for him for when I go pick him up tomorrow. So yes, I am going and getting him tomorrow, and I don't have anything ready yet because I actually thought that I was getting him on Monday. All of this stuff, I need to show you guys what I got for him, and then we need to set up his little quarantine area. So like I said, he is very sick. He's been on many different types of medications, and I don't know if he will get better. This is one of those situations where you don't even know how it's going to happen, if he's going to get better, if he's going to need to be euthanized. There's so many different situations that could happen with him that we don't know, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And I have you guys helping me with the GoFundMe. All of this stuff that you see behind me that I got for him was already about $380. So we've already spent a good chunk of that GoFundMe money, and I have about $600 to $700 left to spend at vet visits, and then I'll be spending my own money. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has donated to that GoFundMe. You guys helped save this guinea pig's life. So I'm going to show you everything that I got. This is all stuff that's going to be for him only. It's literally not going to be shared with any of my other guinea pigs because, like I said, he is very sick. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna show you everything and then explain like why I bought it. All right, first I bought some hay bags for him, of course, because we need something to hold his hay. So I've never actually bought these types of hay bags before, but they're shaped into little hearts, and I just thought that they were so cute and I didn't want to pass them up. So it's like a little orange and a watermelon hay bag shaped as hearts, and they can hook to the side of the cage. It came with a 2-pack. Then right here we have the important stuff, and this is the stuff that was supposed to be given to him at the pet store, but the corporate managers would not let them give it to him, so that's so frustrating. But I bought a bag of like small grain critical care, the fine grain one. This is a lot easier for pigs who are really sick to take it because it's very fine grained and it's grinded up into really small particles. And then I also bought the Sherwood emergency kit for guinea pigs. So I bought the large kit just because I didn't know like how well he was going to do with this. I've heard amazing things about Sherwood, and I've heard amazing things about this emergency kit in particular. So it comes with 6 packets of Appetite Restore and 45 packets of recovery food and feeding syringe. So I also have syringes in my emergency kit. It shows you on the back of the box like how often you should be giving this. So it says every 2 to 3 hours up to 5 times a day, I will be giving him the Appetite Restore. And then the recovery food, you give to them as much as they're willing to eat. And then you give them recovery food at night in a bowl, and then offer hay all day and all night. So that is what I am going to be doing. I may give him like a bell pepper here and there to see if he'll take them, but I know he hasn't had veggies at the pet store, and he's been at the pet store his entire life basically. He's only 8 months old. So I'm really excited to try this out. And if he's not vibing with that too much, then we'll try the Critical Care. This is the papaya flavor. Then back here, I bought him his own box of Timothy hay because like I said, he's super sick and I just want him to have everything to himself. So I got the 10-pound box of Timothy hay from Small Pet Select. I have never tried Small Pet Select food before, and I've tried their pellets with the foster pigs, and the foster pigs really love their pellets. So I'm really hoping he likes their hay, and I'll let you guys know if I like their hay or not. All right, and then we have a bag of Katie Aspen bedding for the litter box. Then we have the air compressor for nebulizer. So I am planning on building him a nebulizer machine because I know the rescue that I foster for and like the LA guinea pig rescue and a lot of other rescues literally swear on nebulizers that they are the reason that their pigs with chronic upper respiratory infections get cured, and I want to try it. So Saskia from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue actually posted a video a couple weeks ago on how to build your own nebulizer, and I bought all of the materials for it. So we are going to be doing that in this video. So I'm going to show you guys how to build one, and this is the machine to make the nebulizer work. Then I bought him this cute little cuddle cup. I actually have a couple of things in this brand. I have like a tunnel and like a little fleece forest, and I've never tried their little cuddle cups before, so I bought this one for him. He's never had anything cozy to lay in, so I think he'll really like this, and it's really, really soft. Then I bought this corner litter box, so I'm planning on taking this white grating thing out of here because that causes bumblefoot. But I thought this was a really nice big corner litter box just for one pig, and I can just hang the hay bag over it and he can be in here and burrow in the hay if he wants to. And I just thought it was a really like nice color too. It's like this sky blue. I really, really like it. Then I bought a bag of Sherwood Appetite Restore. I know it came in here, but I just bought another bag just in case I needed it. So this is flavored with real banana. So this is a banana flavor. Next, I got him his own bag of Oxbow Garden Select pellets. These are the like best pellets that you can get on the market for guinea pigs. There are a couple others that are really great too, but this is the one that I use for all of my pigs, and my pigs really, really love it. So I know he's on pellets now. I don't know what kind of pellets he's on now. I'll see if I can ask them tomorrow, but I bought him his own bag. And then I bought him this really cute little Heidi home. Once again, I kind of went for a blue theme. I don't think I tried to do that, but I ended up buying everything that was blue. And it comes with a cute little pillow to go inside of it. That is so cute. Okay, well, I'm currently on customer service with Amazon because I went to take out the bin to make the nebulizer machine thing, and they just sent me the lid. They didn't even send me the Sterilite container. So I have a lid that I paid for. I paid for a lid, which is normally like free with the box. So I'm currently on chat with them to see if they can send me another one because I did not pay for a lid. But the next thing I got was the nebulizer mouthpiece thing here. I'm pretty sure the little kit comes with one already, but I wanted to buy the exact one that Saskia used just so I can literally follow her tutorial like to a T, because I get stressed out sometimes when like something does not follow a tutorial. So might as well just buy the same thing that she uses. I got a water bottle for him, just the Rent-A-Coop ones that I really like. I bought some more Benevac Plus. I already have a lot of this, but I bought some tubes specifically for him. This is probiotic, and this helps promote healthy gut bacteria. And since he's gonna be fed so many emergency foods, it's gonna be nice to have that probiotic on hand. Okay, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Holy crap. I'm definitely probably just gonna use this for Zero instead because I thought this was a lot smaller, but this is a veggie bowl. I got this to put his pellets in, but I didn't realize that it was like the size of my face, and it's for a rabbit. This is really cute though. It's like a little carrot. All right, and lastly in this package, I bought a 2-pack of antibacterial wipes. And I bought the fragrance-free, like free and clear ones. So these do not have a scent to them. They're completely fresh, clean, safe to be used around guinea pigs. I bought these just to wipe down things that I have to use around him, like wiping off the end of the vacuum after I use it, just little things like that. I want to have all of these antibacterial wipes on hand because he is so sick. I don't want to take the chance of spreading anything accidentally. So that was all of the stuff that I have bought. There's actually a couple more things that got lost in shipping, of course. I rarely ever get things lost in shipping, but when I do, it's things that I actually need. So I ordered like sodium chloride packages for the nebulizer. I also ordered some terramycin, which is eye lube, and one more other thing I can't remember, but it all got lost in shipping. So I'm contacting Amazon now to see if I can get it, and hopefully I can get it in the next couple of days. But that was all the stuff that I bought for a sick pig. Hopefully that kind of gives you guys kind of idea of what you can buy for a pig. Obviously I got some extra things like beds and stuff, but that's mainly because I want him to have his own beds and I don't want to use stuff that like my own pigs use, just because it is so sick. If it was a different situation, I don't think it would be a big deal, but I wanted to get him like all new stuff just for him. So now I'm going to go upstairs and we're gonna set up his little quarantine area. He is going to be going in the same room that my Fosters are in, but he is not going to be near the Fosters at all. Alright guys, I know the lighting is so bad because it is turning night outside, but here is what we have and I am so incredibly happy with it. So we are going to give Ricky a 2x5 and these are 12-inch grids, so these are definitely 2 foot by 5 foot. And then over here, I'm actually really loving this litter box. It is the perfect size for 1 guinea pig. I definitely wouldn't say that it's good for 2 guinea pigs, but it's definitely good for 1. Not a huge fan of the hay bag just because the shape makes it a little weird, but I still think it's super cute. And one thing I do like about the litter box is that it attaches to the side, so there's no way that they can move it around, which I think is really great. I'm using Guinea Dad liners just because they're the most heavy duty, and I just personally love Guinea Dad liners. And then I have a Target bath mat. I have a bowl that I had extra since that carrot one was just way too big. And then we're gonna give him 2 hidey houses. So this doesn't stay open very well, so if he wants to use it, he may not want to, but he has that little hidey house over there to use if he wants. And that is just his simple little setup here. Then I have his food bag over here. I have the critical care, probiotic, everything sitting over here for right now until we figure out what we're going to do with everything. And then I have his hay sitting over here and like nebulizer materials and stuff. I have to clean this corner of the room. This is where I keep all of my extra like craft stuff and everything for when I sew and do art and all of that. So it's pretty crazy over here. But I got my grids from that box and then the nebulizer stuff and the nebulizer unit. I am waiting for Amazon. Please ignore this. As you guys can see, I am dyeing my hair. We're just double tasking right now. But Amazon's gonna resend me the stuff that got lost. So there is some more stuff that is going to be coming for him. So let's go ahead and set up his carrier for tomorrow. So we just have everything prepped for tonight. We don't even have to worry about doing everything tomorrow. I always recommend prepping the night before for any type of rescue just because rescue day can normally be really stressful. I know it's stressful for at least me because I do have anxiety. For some people it would be a really exciting day to do, but for me, my anxiety is literally gonna go crazy from this point forward until tomorrow. So far, I'm really loving the Small Pet Select hay. It is a little dusty, but I don't notice much of a difference between it and Oxbow. I do think it's a lot softer than Oxbow hay, which is really nice. So he is going to be enjoying his new hay. So I'm just gonna shove some of that in here like that. And in the morning, I'll probably put some cucumber in here as well, since he is going to be in the car for over an hour. It is nice to have something that will hydrate him. So here his little carrier is all ready for him to go. So I have everything prepped and ready for the rescue tomorrow. So the plans are for him is that I am taking him in tomorrow, which is a Saturday afternoon, and most vets are not open on the weekend. My vet isn't open on the weekend, so I actually have already called my vet and I made an appointment for Monday. So he is going to be going to my vet Monday, and I'm going to discuss getting medications for a nebulizer, showing my vet like all of his past medical notes and seeing if she has any recommendations for medicines or something that he can go on. But we just need to see how he is physically before we can really, you know, diagnose him with anything, because he could be doing a lot better than the pet store made him out to be. You know, there are some situations where people will kind of exaggerate how sick a pig is so they get adopted faster. So you never really know what the situation is going to be, but either way, I'm really excited to foster him for a bit. I do have to say that I have talked to my rescue that I foster for, and they are willing to help me find him a home if he ends up healing completely well. And this is the most intense rescue I've ever had to do, hence why I had to ask for GoFundMe money, just because it wasn't going to happen without y'all's help. So I really appreciate it. I feel like I'm going to say it so many times, and I already have, but I really do appreciate you guys so much in helping me with this rescue. And as you guys can see, it's going to a really good cause. So I'm just gonna update you guys in the morning when it's time to go pick up Ricky. Okay guys, it is the next morning and I just finished getting ready, as you guys can see. Here's how my hair turned out, if you were wondering from the hair dye that was in my hair yesterday. But I'm about to leave in about 20 minutes to head on my journey to go pick up Ricky. And I am actually super nervous. My stomach has been like in knots. I actually had an anxiety attack last night. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. I've done so many different rescues. I think it's just because now I have to go by myself, whereas before I did have somebody to usually go with me, whether it be my sister or my boyfriend at the time. I used to have somebody always coming with me to help me like calm down, but now it's just like me and myself and my thoughts for an hour while I'm in the car, and I just get nervous that like he's gonna get hurt in the car, like on accident, like he gets sick or something. So many things run through my mind right now, but I just have to think of the positives, that we're going to go rescue a pig and everything is gonna be fine once he is in my possession. So I am just gonna go ahead and get my shoes on and get my carrier ready and everything, and we're just gonna go ahead and head on over there. I'm gonna listen to Harry Styles' new album on the way. I'm gonna make it a good time, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay guys, it is 2 hours later and I just got back. Ricky is in there. I didn't film in there or anything, but I'm gonna kind of go over everything that went on, so let's go ahead and get him inside. All right guys, I just got back and I am here with Ricky. We're gonna take him out real fast. We're going to weigh him and then we're gonna put him in the cage, and then I'm gonna go over everything with you. It's like his eye is like blue.
Like cataract blue?
Yeah. Hey, look how active you are. You're so skinny. You're so skinny. Okay, stay there. Oh, he's a lot more than I thought. 806. Okay guys, here is him in my lap. Here is his eye. As you can see, it is very cloudy, very crusty. That is the issue that he has been having, is chronic upper respiratory infections and chronic eye discharge. So he doesn't sound bad actually. It doesn't sound like he has an upper respiratory infection, but he's definitely having issues with this eye here. He's not a bad weight for his age. He's about 8 months old. I do wish that he was a little bit bigger. He's doing really well. I mean, he seems really sweet. They say that he does bite a little bit, but I don't blame him, because he's being poked and prodded like all day every day and he has like no attention. So he seems to be really well behaved. He's biting my pants. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the cage while I kind of go over his whole story with you guys of what they told me at the pet store, and then I'll show him more to you guys. So let's go ahead and put him in the cage and see how he reacts to it. Alright guys, he is currently eating some pellets out of his little pellet bowl, and he hasn't popcorned yet. I keep trying to get the popcorning on camera, and he's probably going to do it while I'm talking to you guys right now. But he has really been enjoying himself. He's been eating some hay, he's been pooping, and all of his poops look really normal. And he seems to be really active, which is a really great sign. So I'm just going to kind of go over everything with you guys, like how the experience was, and just kind of describe the whole situation. He was going to be euthanized this week. Actually a couple days ago he was supposed to be euthanized because he has like a chronic upper respiratory issues and chronic eye discharge, and the pet store just didn't want to deal with paying for it anymore. So instead of finding him like a rescue or finding him a home, they were just going to euthanize him, which is so unfortunate considering how active he is right now. Like, he is completely fine, other than of course like his eye issues and stuff, but he definitely does not deserve to be euthanized at all. So that is why I decided to step in and go and get him. I went to the pet store this morning and they took me back to their quarantine room. One of the workers there, she was literally amazing. She knows who she is. She watches my videos. I took a picture with her and everything. Like, she was so sweet, like literally the sweetest person ever. And she has been trying her best, as well as my friend have been trying their best to get him healthy, but it's kind of hard to in the environment that they are allowed to give these animals. And the quarantine room made me really sad. There was a lot of guinea pigs, hamsters, turtles, fish, all in this tiny little quarantine room. They were all stuck in like these tiny bins. Ricky was in like a bigger bin. There were other guinea pigs that were in bins like this big. I have no idea how they were even able to move. I don't even think they are able to move. Who had like heart conditions, ringworm, eye conditions, upper respiratory issues. There were so many health issues with all of these animals that were in the quarantine room because of these pet stores getting these animals from like mills and not giving them proper enclosures, and they're all just getting sick. It was just really, really sad. But they gave me all of his medical notes, and if you guys want to see here how many medical notes he has. These are all vet visits from multiple different vets that he has been to, and I do give it to the pet store for actually spending this much money on him and getting him seen by the vet, because they have spent well over $1,000 on treatments on him. So he was last at the vet at the beginning of May. It's currently May 21st. He was hospitalized for 4 days and he was given like a bunch of different medications, eye treatment, antibiotics. Like, he was given a lot of different stuff. He's had blood work done, he's had x-rays done. I don't know what my vet's going to want to do. She may want to do a blood recheck like they were originally going to do, and then I'm also going to discuss getting medications for a nebulizer and also just see if there's any other medications that she recommends. So they had some medications left over. They gave me some tobramycin, which is supposed to be put in his left eye 3 times daily for 14 days, but they've been giving it to him for like a month now, which is well over 14 days. So maybe I should text my friend and ask her like why they're still giving it to him if it's been over the 14-day mark, because I just feel like it's not working like it should be. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that, but this is the only medication that they gave me. They've been not giving it to him 3 times a day because I was told that half of the workers weren't actually giving him the medication like he was supposed to be getting. So that is very frustrating on my end, knowing that, and also just for the workers at that pet store who actually cared. He wasn't getting the meds like he was supposed to, so there is no reason why he wasn't getting better other than that. Yeah, my plans for him now, like I said, he is gonna go to the vet with me on Monday, and I'm going to be filming that for this video, and I'm gonna update you guys with that. He's eating really well. He's actually over here sniffing. He's over here saying hello. He's super active. I mean, he's running around, he's eating the pellets, he's eating the hay. His poops are normal, and he's a lot more active than I thought he would be. So that's a really good sign. I don't even know if I'll have to give him appetite restore. I do think I'm still going to give him this recovery food from the Sherwood emergency kit and see if he'll eat it from the bowl. And if not, then I'm going to force feed it to him just to put on some weight. So my plans are probably later this afternoon is I'm gonna put a warm compress on his eye and clean off all of that eye goop that's on his eye. But he loves his little hay box here. You can see I kind of took out some of the hay from the hay bag because he was trying to like jump inside of it, but he has just been burying himself in the hay because his whole enclosure was like the size of like one of these cubes here. Like, his cage was literally like a little bit bigger than that litter box, so that's what he's used to. He's used to like burrowing in the hay that they give him. So I'm waiting for him to just get used to going over there in his little hidey houses. He has not gone in the hidey houses yet, but he has eaten some pellets and drank some water. So I'm just gonna let him run around, get used to his new area for a couple of hours, and then I'll keep you guys updated later. So it's been a couple hours since bringing him home. I actually just did an Instagram live, and I also just did some stuff with the Fosters. If you watch my Instagram story, I needed to separate some of the Fosters because they were fighting. So now we have 2 separate foster cages. So I just went ahead and did that while I'm in here and watching him. But he's just been sleeping the entire time. He absolutely loves this little hidey house, as you can see. Like, he'll come out and he'll eat some pellets, drink some water, and eat some hay, and then he'll run back in here and he'll just cuddle and sploot out inside of this little hidey house. Every single pig that I've ever gotten a hidey house from this brand, like, they absolutely love this hidey house. It is so cozy in there. He looks, you can't even see him, but he just like cuddled in there. His whole body is splayed out and he just looks so happy. So I gave him a small piece of bell pepper and some lettuce, and he ate all of that. So he's eating, which is a really good sign. I think later tonight before bed, I'm gonna give him some time to relax, but I'm actually going to kind of do more of an extensive exam on him. And I'm going to try to open his eye a lot more to see if there's any hay stuck in his eye. His eye does look like a guinea pig's eye would look if they had like a hay poke irritation. So I just want to make sure that there's no hay in there. I know he's been to the vet multiple times for this issue, and I feel like they would have found hay if it was a hay poke issue. So I am also going to give him his medication again for the night. But yeah, I updated everybody on Instagram. I updated the GoFundMe, and he's just doing really well. I actually have my pet camera faced into his cage, so if I'm not in here with him, I'll be able to watch him and make sure that he is doing okay. As you can see, he has come out to eat some of his pellets. He seems to like the Garden Select, which is really great. There are some pigs that just absolutely do not like the Oxbow Garden Select, and I don't really know why. Luckily, all of my guinea pigs really like it, and he seems to really like it too. This is the mess that I am currently dealing with in this room that I am gonna completely clean out tomorrow. The trash guys haven't come and picked up my trash yet, so I haven't been able to put my trash bags out into my trash can out there, so I've had to keep them in here for a little bit. But here is the cage for Poppy and Bee. They're both just hiding in there. And then Stephanie, Belle, and Tulip are in here. I think that's Belle in there in the hay. I gave them the extra hay bag just to help with the mess a bit because they make a big mess. I think some of them are in here, but ever since I separated them, I haven't heard any like screeches or screams or anything from any of them. So I do think that it was definitely the babies fighting with each other, and I think it was a smart idea to separate Tulip from the other babies. So yeah, just wanted to show the Fosters, let you know that they're doing really well. There's Miss Belle, sweet girl. And here's their clean cage. Okay guys, so it is the night of when I got him, hence like my makeup's everywhere. I took a shower and everything. And I'm about to like do more of a deeper health check on him, but he just started like freaking the frick out when I walked in here. Like, I am making him so anxious that like I can't even go near him. Like, he ran from one side of the cage to the other and slammed his body against the side of the cage. I've never seen a pig this scared of a human in my life. And it's just really weird because he wasn't reacting like this at all earlier. And now he's like just completely not even wanting me to come near him without freaking out. And then he like kept slamming his body against the side of the cage. And then he tried to jump out with the hay bag. I don't even know how I'm going to get him out. But what I'm planning on doing is cleaning his eye with some sterile eye solution. This is what he's been doing over and over again. He's just been slamming his body back and forth from one side of the cage, and then if I go near him, he'll do that. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get him out of here without him like completely hurting himself. I don't know why he's doing this. But I have my health kit over here, and I am going to clean his eye up with some of this saline solution. And then until I can get some terramycin, I'm going to just use the medication that they gave me. But what I'm firstly going to do is I turned my big light on because I'm going to check his eye to see if there's any hay in it, because I want to see if maybe he has hay poke and nobody realized. And then I'm going to mix up a bag of this like critical care type food, and I'm gonna put it in a bowl and see if he wants to eat it maybe when I'm not in the room. Okay, I got him in my lap, and now I'm going to give him an Oxbow treat, and I'll see if he'll eat it. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad. I mean, you could just see how anxious he is, and I'm trying to distract him, but he's probably just nervous of me like poking him or something like that. His eye looks a lot better like tonight than it actually did earlier today, so that is really, really good. It looks like his eyes like have little hay pieces around them just from him like shoving his face into the hay. So I'm going to try to pull his eye up and see if there's any hay stuck in there. Okay, I definitely don't see any hay in there. I mean, I pulled up his eyelid and everything, but I don't want to really hurt him, so I'm definitely still gonna clean off his eye though here. So I'm gonna put some saline solution onto a cotton ball here. And I'm just gonna wipe his eye with it. He's really not a fan. I don't blame him because people have been like dealing with his eye, but I want to try to keep him as calm as possible, but like he needs this to be done. So I may have to use a little bit of force just to keep him still. I feel like over time, he'll know that I'm here to help him and he'll get like used to me doing this. See, he just did a little sneeze, so that is a bit concerning. Every time I put my fingers near his mouth, he tries to bite me. So I don't know if I'll be able to hold his head still to get the drop in, but we're gonna try to get his medicine drops in. So it just says that he needs 1 drop in his left eye. Okay, we got it in. I actually didn't really have to even hold his head. So I got it in, and then I'm just gonna wipe it so it doesn't get crusty. But his eye is not super crusty right now, which is pretty good. He's just really not used to this new environment that he has. Like, he's not used to being out in the open. Like, he's been living in a storage bin for like 6 months, which means he can't see what the real world even looks like in that storage bin. So he doesn't even really know what humans are. He doesn't know what the real world is. Like, him having all the space to run around is actually seeming to be a bit more stressful to him because he's used to being in a confined space. So I do think it'll take him a little bit of time, maybe even a couple of weeks, to really get used to how much space he has. And him running around like that was really scary. But it seems like once like I calmed him down in my lap, he seems to be doing really good. Okay, so I just mixed up some recovery food into the bowl that I was using for the pellets. I just kind of put the pellets over there, and he actually came out and started eating some of it, and then he ran back into the cage. He actually just ate some of the probiotic, like just from the bottle itself, so that's really good. He had some of his probiotic for the day. He had his eye drops for the night. He ate an Oxbow tablet. He ate a bell pepper, some lettuce, and now I'm just gonna see if he'll come out and eat some of the recovery food. Since he's been eating everything else, I don't think it's a very, very big deal that he, you know, isn't eating the recovery food, but I wanted to give it to him to see if he would try it, and it actually smells like decent, and he tasted it a little bit, so I'm gonna see and just wait for the night and see if he comes out. Good morning, everyone. It is the next morning with Mr. Ricky, and I had the pet camera pointed at him all night, and I got notifications whenever he was moving. He actually didn't really move around too much last night. He would just come out to eat some of the recovery food. As you can see, he ate about half the bowl just himself last night, so that's really great. I'm going to continue to just give this to him during the day and at night, since he seems to really like it. There were some points in the night where I was just kind of watching him like sit on the outside of the cage right here and just kind of like stare out into the room. Maybe because he heard the Fosters, I'm not too sure, but he seems very depressed. Unfortunately, he can't have a friend at this moment because he is so sick, but I'm just really hoping that he ends up getting better so we can get him a friend, because he just genuinely seems really upset right now. He hasn't freaked out yet since I came into the room. Actually, right now, since I started talking, he seems to kind of perk up and come out to me a bit. So I kind of went more slow this morning when I walked into the room. I fed the Fosters and I kind of just cleaned up around a little bit so he got used to me being in the room, and then I sat here and I just kind of let him hear my voice. Guinea pigs are really smart, so if they recognize your voice as like a voice of kindness and you taking care of them, they're normally pretty comfortable coming up to you over time, and he seems to be doing really good. So I'm planning on doing the same thing this morning that I did last night. I'm going to clean off his eye with some saline solution and give him his eye drops. and give him some probiotic and give him some more recovery food and probably give him a vitamin C treat since he really likes those. And I'm just gonna pet him and take care of him for a little bit. I'm gonna keep you guys updated if something else happens, but I think I'm just going to wait until tomorrow because tomorrow is Monday, and I'll update you guys on his vet visit. Hey guys, so it is the morning of his vet visit and I'm currently treating him for the morning. Last night he ate another bowl of recovery food, and while I was cleaning up his eye this morning, I noticed that he had a really big scab on his back. So I'm really gonna try to see if you guys can see this, but his hair is like pulling up from his body and there's like a bloody scab. So like I think a scab's trying to come off his body and then there's like fresh skin underneath, but it's still attached. So I don't want to pull it because it's still like attached to his skin. So when he goes to the vet today, I'm going to show them that. It could be scabbing from all the injections that he was getting because, you know, he was getting injected in the same spot every single day, so it could have caused sores and made a scab, and now it's healing. I've been having a lot of emergency issues with my house. My air conditioning broke, it got fixed, but now there's a leak in my ceiling and my ceiling is leaking, and there's a lot going on right now, but I'm still going to the vet at 2:30. It's currently 11 p.m. He's still gonna get seen. I just like am really stressed out right now because of the emergencies going on in my house. We must persist, and I don't know if you just heard him sniffle. He is sneezing and sniffling a bit, so he may still have some type of upper respiratory infection, but I'm on the way to the vet with him. I have my bag of stuff, all of his vet notes, treats, his medicine, what I've been giving him. Everything is in that bag there to give to my vet. He's just eating his hay, and I'll update you guys later. Hey guys, so it is actually later the night of me going to the vet with Ricky. It's been all day because, like I said, I was having emergencies with my house, and as soon as I got home from the vet, the maintenance people were here fixing my house, and then I got really tired and I tried to take a nap and my head is pounding. I'm not feeling the best. I think all the stress from the past like week has like really hit me, and I just needed like a time and a break to calm down, and I'm still really tired, but I want to update you guys with everything because I'm about to build nebulizer. So the vet visit actually went a lot smoother and easier than I thought it would be. So let me kind of just go over everything with you. So I got all of my vet notes back, and they also printed out this visit for me, so I have it on hand, which is really nice. And I got a nebulizer medication. My vet did a full exam on him. She listened to him and, you know, checked out his whole entire body, and she said that he did not sound like he had any type of infection, like he wasn't congested. She said that like he physically looked okay other than that left eye, and even though his left eye is draining a lot, there's no infection, like it's not infected, because if it was, then there'd be like green goop or pus coming out of his eye, and the only discharge coming from his eye is like clear. That means he could have just a little bit of some type of like upper respiratory infection going on, but not one bad enough where it has caused anything like too serious. But she went over all of his old vet notes, and she asked me, you know, like, did the pet store say why he needed to recheck his blood work, because apparently his blood work at the vet last time was completely normal. There was only like one little area of his blood work that was low, and it was just because he was dehydrated. So she told me that she didn't really feel like it was necessary to recheck his blood work, considering it was completely normal last time and he's doing really well. She said his weight looks good, everything looks good physically about him other than his eye. While we still want to try to give him some type of antibiotic to help with his eye, me and my vet basically discussed that he definitely has probably like chronic upper respiratory issues, and I asked her if we could try the nebulizer method, because I know many rescues who use nebulizers and like antibiotics in a nebulizer, and it has done amazing. Austin from the pig room is currently doing it on 2 of his pigs right now. So I asked her if she had any medicine that we can add to a nebulizer to see if that will help him, and she totally agreed to it. We went with this one right here. This is gentamicin sulfate. This is the same thing that the LA Guinea Pig Rescue uses in their nebulizer. So this one is actually more of a diluted mixture of gentamicin compared to like the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. They have like pure gentamicin that's not already mixed with other stuff. This is actually usually for like an eye treatment, so like normally this would be prescribed to put inside of their eye. It's completely safe to also put into the nebulizer so he can absorb the treatment. So basically I have the vet notes right here, and she wrote that the gentamicin drops will be added to the nebulizer, recommend trying for a week, and if no improvement, we will change to an injectable antibiotic. Then it says that he's possibly resistant to antibiotics since he's been on so many different antibiotics for the past few months. She basically said that he's been on so many different types of antibiotics, but they keep prescribing the same like 4 or 5 different antibiotics for him, and he's not getting better. So she's concerned that he's become resistant to those antibiotics that they have been prescribing for him. So he's never been prescribed gentamicin before. We're gonna do this in a nebulizer for a week and see how his eye does and how his little sneezes do. And if he gets better, then we know that it's been a good treatment. If not, he's gonna come back and we're gonna do some type of like antibiotic injections and maybe try a different treatment. But for right now, this is all that we got today. It was a really simple exam. I got her to check out that spot on his back, and she said that it looked like it was a wound that was healing. So his hair may fall out in that area, but it looked like healthy tissue underneath. So it's just re-healing itself from him getting poked in that spot so many times when he had to get those other antibiotic injections that he used to get. So there was a lot more that we discussed, like a bunch of little things that I don't really feel like is necessary to discuss. But the important thing is that we got the medication for the nebulizer, which is the #1 thing that I definitely wanted to try. And if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna go and take him back to the vet in a week, and we're gonna try another treatment. So we're just trying one thing at a time. We're basically, like what she said, we're just gonna start fresh. He has a fresh new life now, big cage that's completely aired out. There's great circulation in this cage. Healthy food, you know, just increase his vitamin C is what she told me. Make sure he's just eating healthy food, and this new life could really rejuvenate him without even really needing all these antibiotics. And his environment is a really important thing as well, because he hasn't had the chance to thrive at the pet store at all. We spent, and the reason I'm telling you how much I spent today is because you guys donated to the GoFundMe, so I want to be completely transparent. So at the vet today, I spent $75, so $60 for the exam, and then the medicine for the nebulizer was $14. Really good price. I feel like my vet is like really well priced compared to like most of my friends' vets. Like I feel like some of my friends would have spent like well over $200 for the same thing that I did today, so I'm very grateful about how amazing my vet is. But she told me to stop the eye drops that he was on because it wasn't doing anything. She told me that this probiotic is great to keep giving him, and she said that the Sherwood food and the Oxbow tablets are great to keep giving him as well. So now that we have discussed that, it is time to build the actual nebulizer kit, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. There are many great videos, like I said, from Guinea Dad and Saskia from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. There are so many great videos. Sure, there's other tutorials in other places on where to make one too, but I know a lot of you guys like only watch my videos, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to talk you through it. I know this video is probably super long, but I want to show you guys how to nurse like a sick pig back to health. Luckily, in this case, knock on wood, he's not as sick as we expected him to be. He's still sick enough where he needs these treatments. All right, so here are the materials you are going to need. So first of all, you're going to need a drill with a really like large drill bit. Unfortunately, I cannot find my drill bit kit. So this is the biggest one that I have, and I'm just going to have to work with it. But you're going to need a drill to drill holes into your Sterilite bin. Then you're going to need the Sterilite bin, of course. So you can get these for like $5 at Target, Walmart, any kind of store like that. I got this one from Amazon just because it had 1-day shipping. Didn't have to leave the house, you know how it is. This is a 16-quart one, and I think this is the perfect size for a guinea pig. You could even go a little bit bigger, maybe up to 20 quarts if you want them to have a bigger, you know, area. Then of course I have the saline solution that I told you guys that I bought. So these come in pre-packaged 5 milliliter containers. So if you get some type of nebulizer medication, you're usually supposed to mix it and dilute it with sodium chloride saline solution. Then you're gonna need the most expensive part of this whole thing is definitely the nebulizer machine itself. So I actually had to go through nebulizer treatments when I was a kid because I literally had strep throat like so many times when I was a kid until I got my tonsils taken out. So I basically lived on these things, so I'm actually pretty excited to smell it again. And I know that's a weird thing to say, but you know those smells that give you nostalgia? The smell of a nebulizer gives me nostalgia. So, but this machine was like $50 itself. but it's gonna last a long time. You can use it for humans. There's many different types of animals that you can make nebulizers for. It comes with this whole kit right here. Here it is. It's just a little machine, and this is what makes the whole thing work. All right, hopefully you guys can see okay. My tripod broke, so I'm working on some wonkiness right now, but all right, so the first step that you're going to do is you're just gonna take your little kit, and you can literally use the kit that the nebulizer comes with too. It's the same process. This is just a little bit smaller and compact than this like huge mouthpiece right here. So, but there are 4 little like mouthpieces here, and you're going to take the one that looks like a T, and then you're gonna take the one that you're gonna put the medication in, and you are going to attach them together like this, with the bottom part down like this, top part up like this, and the T goes down onto it. And you're going to really push that on there like that. And this is the part that is going to go inside of box, and that is what's gonna blow the medication and everything into the box itself. And then we're gonna tape the other side. So what we need to do is we need to drill a hole into the side of this bin that is the size of this circle. You need to put it kind of high up, because if you put it too low, then the cord coming from it to connect to the nebulizer machine is going to hit the floor, and it'll be kind of like weirdly uncomfortable. So it is nice. This bin has like a little groove, so I'm just gonna like drill the hole at the edge right here, and I actually got my Sharpie so I can trace it out so I know exactly what size hole that I need to do. But I am going to start drilling the hole to the size that I need, and then we are going to tape this into the machine. Okay, so as you can see, I drilled a circle that was big enough to be able to fit it in here. And now of course we need to drill some air holes into the lid, because I mean, he needs to breathe somehow. So I think I'm just going to drill like 12 or 13 holes in the lid. Okay, I forgot to mention that you're also gonna wanna tape the other end, because you wanna make sure that the, you know, steam or whatever it is is coming out of this side and not coming out of this hole here. So just tape that closed. I just used some of this white tape that I had. So you put the medication in this little reservoir down here. So it just unscrews, and you are going to pour the medication into it. So I'm gonna be pouring like half of this sodium chloride with like half of this. Since the measurements are a little weird for mine, just follow what your vet tells you to do if you get medication like this. And this whole thing will usually last like 2 or 3 treatments for a guinea pig. So that is what we are going to do. I'm actually gonna go live on Instagram and update everybody on Instagram about what's going on, and we're gonna do the nebulizer treatment while we are live on Instagram, but I'm also going to film it too. So this is what attaches to this, to the machine, the other end to this little port of the machine. Just gotta really push them on there. So my camera ran out of memory for the night, so I can't film the nebulizing treatment for tonight, but I'm going to be doing it for the next week, so I will record the treatment tomorrow. Okay guys, it is the next day. I'm on my phone here, and we are doing the nebulizer treatment for him today. So I have the medication in here. So I actually had to switch the cups, and I had to use the cup that the nebulizer machine came with, because the cup that I bought in that other kit was faulty, unfortunately, but this one ended up working. It's the same concept. You just put the nozzle into there, and then you just drip the medication into the little cup here, and then you turn it on, and you can see that the box is getting foggy. I don't even know if you can see the smoke going into the box, but I'm keeping him in here for 15 minutes while he eats his veggies for the afternoon, and he's getting his treatment. guys, so it is May 29th. It has been officially 1 week since bringing Ricky to my home and taking care of him. It actually feels way longer than a week. I can't believe it's only been a week, but I have had him a week and he has been doing so well. As you guys could see from the footage, I have been doing his nebulizing treatments every single night. He does really well with them. He literally just like sits there and like eats his lettuce while the nebulizing treatment is going on. The only update I have about that is that the little bottle that she gave me is just not big enough for the amount of treatments that I need to be doing. So she did write me a written prescription to get a big bottle of the gentamicin through Chewy's pharmacy. So I sent the prescription to Chewy and I'm just waiting for them to get the letter, and then Chewy will be shipping me the big bottle of gentamicin. So that is coming in the mail, and his nebulizing treatment is going to be about a month long. His eye has good and bad days. There are some days where his eye will not even drain at all, and then there are some days where his eye is like really draining. So it's kind of been on and off about that. Pooping good, drinking good, eating everything you give him. He doesn't like bell pepper, so I do have to give him Oxbow tablets, but he will eat everything else. And honestly, he's just a really happy pig. He did not deserve to be euthanized. There's nothing about him that I would look at not knowing his situation and be like, yeah, this pig needs to be like put down, because he's completely active. And just having him a week, he's already gotten so used to our routine and what I do with him every night that he doesn't fight me on anything anymore. Like when I used to hold him before, he would like squirm and he would like try to bite his foot, so like I would let go of him and he would like shoot his head up if I tried to pet his head, and he doesn't do any of that anymore because I think he realizes that he's in good hands. So he's just been doing so well, and I don't really have any other updates for him. So far I have spent about $500 on him, and I actually need to go turn off the GoFundMe because I don't need the GoFundMe turned on anymore. I just forgot to turn it off. You guys donated like $1,400 to the GoFundMe, which has helped so much. I've used that to buy all the things for him, take him to the vet and all of that fun stuff. All of the stuff for like his medical care and all of that was paid with the GoFundMe money. So I am planning on keeping Ricky until he's completely 100% healthy. And the plan for him, I've already partnered with the rescue. The plan for him is that once he is 100% healthy, he's going to be going to the rescue. He's going to become an Oakhurst guinea pig rescue pig, and we're going to find him a friend out of the single boars that they have at the rescue. Once he has a friend, I will be fostering him and his friend together until they find their forever home. So my fosters currently, all of the girls that I have, they're actually, I believe, going back to the rescue very soon. So all of the fosters will be gone, and for about a month or two or even longer, I'm just going to be fostering Ricky and his friend, if that's how it happens. I already have his next steps of life already planned out. The rescue's backing me up on it. They told me if I ever need help, you know, they'll help me with him. I mean, he's doing really well. You guys help me a lot. And whatever money has not been spent on him will be donated to the rescue. So say he's completely healthy from this point on and he doesn't need to go back to the vet or he need any more meds or anything, $400 to $500 will be donated to the Oakhurst Guinea Pig Rescue, because that is where he's going to be going. So just keep that in mind. Any money that you guys donated will not be spent by me. It'll be going towards guinea pigs. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who donated. I'm actually going to say everybody's names who donated right now because I want everybody to be appreciated. So once again, we had 81 donors, and I'm literally about to read everybody's names who didn't make their name anonymous. So if this is going to annoy you, I'm sorry, but I just want to say thank you to everyone. So I'm gonna say names really fast. If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. So thank you to Yoslyn, Megan, Rachel, Ashley, Austin, Talia, Molly, Kaylee, Vance, Sarah Riley, Sydney, Lainey, Taylor, Julie, Jenna, Alex, Shannon, Logan, Lisa, Victoria, Rocio, Alejandra, Ariana, Sophie, Ethan, Vito, Brianna, Blanca, Heaven, Angel, Michelle, Bridget, Kathy, Gazelle, Mariel, Jessica, Key, Lauren, Christina, Kate, Michelle, Tay Does DIY, Alyssa, Lisa, Elizabeth, Polly, Tiara. There's so many. Gina, Jennifer, Ariel, and Wesley, Jessica, Laszlo, Alicia, Stormy, Brianna, Jackie, Alexandra, Haley, Melanie, Teresa, Carolina, Jenny, Amelia, Anika, Lisa, Cheryl, Gwen, Sydney, Paula, Lisa, Caitlin, Rebecca, JC, Abigail. So I only said first names, but I do appreciate everybody who donated. Like I said, even if the money is not going towards Ricky, it is going towards a guinea pig rescue. So you're not even gonna be helping Ricky, you're gonna be helping so many other pigs because the rescue has so many pigs right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. This rescue wouldn't have happened without you guys, and I'm just very happy with the outcome. This whole community has just come together and we all saved this pig. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than thank you and that he's doing really well. I don't plan on doing any more videos about him, but I will keep you guys updated on him on my Instagram, which is AlyssaNPets. If it gets to the point where he's getting a friend and I'm gonna be fostering him, I may do a video on him finding a friend. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. That may be a video that comes out, but I'm mainly gonna keep you guys updated on Instagram about him. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my Patreon down below if you guys would like early access content, pictures, videos, all of that fun stuff. And like I said, my Instagram is down below, AlyssaNPets, if you'd like to follow me on there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.